Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It was a night that fans of The Bachelor season 29 would never forget. After weeks of emotional roller coasters, grand gestures, and the kind of intense moments that only reality television can provide, Ellis stood at the end of the journey with two women, Juliana Pasparosa and Licia Gare. Each had captured his heart in different ways, and yet, only one could walk away with the final rose. Grant's decision was anything but simple. The finale, filmed in late October, had been filled with agonizing moments of self-doubt. For the first time in his life, Grant realized just how difficult it was to make a choice that would not only impact his own life but also the lives of two incredible women who had opened their hearts to him. It was the quintessential Bachelor dilemma. How do you choose between two people you care for deeply, knowing that whichever way you go, someone's heart would be broken? Licia, with her quiet grace and unwavering loyalty, had been a constant source of comfort and stability in his chaotic journey. Her genuine affection for him was evident, and yet Grant couldn't shake the feeling that there was something missing, a spark, a chemistry that he couldn't ignore. And then there was Juliana. Her free-spirited nature, her zest for life, and the undeniable connection they shared had drawn him in from the very first night. With her, everything felt effortless, as if they had known each other for years. But the decision was far from easy. Grant's mind was a battlefield, torn between the woman who made him feel safe and the woman who made him feel alive. And when the moment came to make his choice, it was clear that Grant had reached a breaking point. As he stood before Juliana, a whirlwind of emotions raged within him. The camera crews, the lights, the producers, all the trappings of reality television, disappeared for just a moment, leaving only the two of them standing there. He could see the raw emotion in Juliana's eyes. He could feel her heart beating, and it matched the rhythm of his own. And then, without hesitation, he drops to one knee in her post. In that moment, all of the turmoil, all of the confusion seemed to melt away. Juliana said yes, and the world erupted in applause. But not everyone was happy. Grant had known that the finale would stir up emotions. After all, The Bachelor is a show built on drama, intrigue, and controversy. But nothing could have prepared him for the backlash that would follow. Licia fans were vocal in their outrage, accusing Grant of leading her on and blindsiding her with his decision. They pointed to the intense moments of connection between him and Licia throughout the season, moments that seemed to promise a future together. They argued that Grant had been playing with Licia's emotions, using her as a backup plan while he sorted out his feelings for Juliana. The backlash came in waves. Social media was flooded with angry comments, and even some of the show's former stars weighed in. It felt like the entire Bachelor Nation was turning against him, and Grant found himself in the uncomfortable position of defending his actions to an audience that would never fully understand his side of the story. The worst part, perhaps, was the constant comparison to Licia. No matter what he said or did, people continued to say that he had made the wrong choice. They questioned his judgment, his integrity, and his ability to be honest with himself and with the women who had trusted him. Grant was no stranger to criticism, but this was different. It felt personal, and it was all happening in real time, as the world watched and weighed in on his every move. It wasn't long before Grant took to social media to share his feelings. In a candid TikTok video, he posted a shot of himself in his car, a contemplative expression on his face. In the background, the haunting melody of Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's How Does It Feel to Be Forgotten played softly. The lyrics, melancholic and introspective, seemed to echo his own emotional state. Grant's caption read, "When Bach Nation is everyone trying to get clout by taking shots and you're just a guy who's happy he found love and happy his dad is sober." It was a subtle jab at the negativity that had been thrown his way, a reminder that while others might be seeking attention or validation, he was simply living his life with Juliana and celebrating the positive changes in his personal life. The comment section quickly filled with responses. Some fans supported him, agreeing that the constant bashing was unfair and unwarranted. Others, however, continued to take Lycia's side, accusing Grant of playing the victim and refusing to take accountability for his actions. A bitter back and forth between those who believed Grant had made the right choice and those who believed he had betrayed Lycia. In the midst of it all, Juliana stepped in. She posted her own comment, expressing her pride in Grant and offering a simple but powerful message of support. "We stay in our own lane, beyond proud of you and your father." The message was clear. Grant and Juliana were a team, and no matter how loud the critics became, they were determined to stick together and protect their love. Despite the ongoing backlash, Grant and Juliana chose not to let the negativity define them. They focused on the life they were building together, away from the cameras and the harsh opinions of the public. They traveled, spent time with family, and supported each other through the highs and lows that came with being thrust into the spotlight. For Grant, one of the most significant sources of support was his father. After years of struggle, his dad had finally found sobriety, and Grant couldn't have been more proud. His family's recovery journey was a reminder that there was more to life than the drama of reality TV. There were real-world victories, too, moments of growth and healing that were worth celebrating. Still, the tension with Bachelor Nation persisted. Grant continued to receive messages from fans who refused to accept his decision. But over time, the negative comment grew less frequent, replaced by words of encouragement from those who understood that reality TV was just that, reality. It wasn't scripted, and it wasn't always as neat and tidy as the show made it seem. Grant's TikTok post, while initially stirring up more controversy, had ultimately given him the space to express his frustration. It had also served as a reminder to himself and to the world that he was not here for the drama. He was here for love. He was here for Juliana. And he was here for a future that had nothing to do with the chaos of the past. As months passed, Grant and Juliana's relationship continued to flourish. They kept a low profile, avoiding the paparazzi and staying out of the public eye as much as possible. They didn't need the approval of Bachelor Nation to know that they were right for each other. The love they shared was undeniable, and they built their future one step at a time. In an interview months after the finale, Grant was asked about the ongoing backlash and whether it had affected his relationship with Juliana. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any update.